Hello, should I sell before earning announcement? When it comes to long option and swing trading strategy, I don't pay attention to earning announcement. So depending on the strategy you are using, it might matter to you. Does it matter to you earning announcement? Does that influence your your exit when it comes to swing trading strategy? In 2024, when I was using short option and swing trading strategy, I try to pay attention to dividend and earnings because on a short period of time, it might have an impact on the price. We are going to analyze CDN as of June 26, 2025. And when we are looking at CDNS in 2024, which is this session here, we have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present and the price on the y-axis from 0 down or up. Arrows on it shows where I purchased and sold. Arrows facing up where I purchased, arrows facing down where I sold. And as you see, those arrows are purchasing and sold multiple times close to each other. Every few days or few weeks, I will sell after I purchase. So in those instances where I was just making a small dollar amount per trade, for instance, if I purchase a day, I'm using daily bar here. Every single bar is a daily time frame. So therefore, purchasing it here, in fact, I have 2 bars there. So maybe I purchased it twice. I purchased it and the second day it didn't really have much different in prices. I purchased it again, I'm not entirely sure. But then it dropped. And then it started going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th day I sold it. So within a week, pretty much. And then we have earnings there. So, and we'll have again, I have all of those, but you can see the day of that earning, the price dropped. Even though it went up, it closed at a lower price. And it took a little bit before I got in again. So buying and selling within a week, those could news could or event, business event could impact the price in a short period of time, but in a long period of time, it will not matter. So, but trading on a short trend line, yeah, it matters. But not knowing which way the price will go, after a while, I decided to just pick one. Ignore those news and just make my decision whether to buy or to sell. Because sometimes I will avoid buying or avoid selling, and then the price will drop. Or sometimes I will sell it and the price, like sell it before earning announcement, and the price will go up after that. So, and I decided that trying to play both sides is just better. I pick one and stay with it. So I decided that if it is in a certain way I wanted to sell it, I will sell it, earning announcement or not. So if I purchase it and earning, I won't stop buying it just because it's close to earning. If it is in an area that it start going up, I wanted to buy it, I will buy it. If the way it is, I will prefer not to sell it. If earning announcement is somewhere there, I won't sell it because of that. Does that make sense? You just pick one side. So sometimes I won't sell it, the price will go up after earning announcement, and sometimes I won't sell it, the price will drop after earning announcement. So I noticed that I'm having both, picking one side. So if the price drop, I just won't sell it. I will stay in the trade until it become positive again. You can see it here. When I purchased it, it dropped. I stayed in it until it became positive and I sold it. And it was just buying and selling and locking small profits. But when it comes to 2025 and 2026, when I switched to long option and swing trading strategy, and I picked this to be where I want to buy, the strategy changed. So the last time I purchased it using short option and swing trading strategy was around July 2024. You can see I bought it and then the price completely dropped. And again is around this earning and area. So the price dropped completely. So I got stuck in it all the way to probably December. But then it became negative again and probably reached all-time highest price somewhere there. I'm not entirely sure, but I became positive. Somewhere here in January 2025, and I sold it. So I will have probably a small profit on that, but profits nonetheless. So I locked it in and got out, and I think it was a good exit. So it pulled back to this support line, which with the long option and swing trading strategy that I'm using in 2026, I start thinking about it in 2025 and improving it or practicing it more in 2026. So I should have purchased stocks here because it started a new cycle. It's leaving the valley line. It got to the valley line and started leaving there. I should have purchased it there. I didn't. And it reached all-time highest price and then moved back. And when it came close to it, I bought it here. And then it started going up and pulling. So now that we just did this scenario though, I purchased it here. When it reached all-time highest price here, I should have sold it, because looking at what it's doing here, when it reached all-time highest price, okay, so it reached all-time highest price somewhere here in June of 2025 and continue all the way to July, and then pretty much was done. So, and it reached the valley line in April. So here it was pretty much close to it in February, but touch base with it in April, and now it reached all-time highest price in June, this month, June 2nd. So I don't know if that's a cyclical type of business. Frankly, I don't even know what they do, because I swing through stuff without even paying attention to what they do. It will take a while for me to actually ask myself what this company does here anyway. So because I focus all my attention on the chart to try to understand the company through its chart, and the chart is more like people's trust on investors' trust in that company buying and selling. And it seems like there is periodicity, I should say, like there is periodic I don't know if I'm using the right word, but I'm seeing some pattern here that April, June, July. April, it'll be at the lowest. June, July, it'll be at the highest point. If that's the case though, I should have sold it when it reached this area. Does that make sense? I still have it in my portfolio and it's going down. So in July, it could go up a little bit. Here is July. Okay, so I will keep an eye on it so that when it starts going up a little bit, I should be prepared to sell it. But again, you will see I made those decisions based on previous pattern, not based on earning announcement. So that is the strategy I'm using this year. What about you? Are you paying attention to earning announcement? I'm not saying you shouldn't. I just feel like it is one variable that I try not to include in my function when it comes to solving this problem of when should I sell a stock using the strategy that I'm using. So and it's working for me. And again, I'm not trying to make the maximum profits. I'm not trying to compete with investors and traders on the market, try to make the maximum profit possible. I'm just trying to make a profit that I'm happy with, because depending on how is the market, depending on how people negotiate price, some people might have a better deal than others, and I'm not trying to compete with everybody trying to buy or sell. I'm just trying to be picking the price that I'm okay buying, the price that I'm okay selling, and lock in some profit to generate a cash flow swing trading with my money. My capital generates a cash flow from it. So I'm trying to develop a formula that will work for me, and that's what I'm sharing with you. If you find it useful to improve on it and using your strategy, especially if you are picking long option swing trading strategy, it is a long game type of strategy, and I don't call it as investing because I'm not buying stocks to keep it forever. I'm trying to generate a cash flow from it. And in 2023, I was more looking into dividend stocks. And now that I'm swing trading, I'm improving the strategy that I used to invest to swing trade. I'm generating a cash flow by buying and selling. Even if it takes a few years before I sell it, the goal is to sell it and lock in those profits. So therefore, I don't like to call it investing. I call it swing trading. But it is a combination of investing and swing trading, position trading. I don't really know what kind of strategy I'm using. Do we call this swing trading strategy a swing trading? When it comes to this though, is within a year, but I have some stocks that will take more than a year to reach where I will sell it. So thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. Thank you for all your comments, and we thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, and on our channel we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, and swing trading could be another stream of income for you. Just that small, and surely you will grow your account from there and create another stream of income that does not rely on you trading your time dollar for dollar. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional trader. I just swing trade in my husband and I joint account with the goal of reaching our financial independence, creating a stream of income in our using swing trading, using the stock market. And I like to share what I'm learning, what is working for us, what is not working, so that if you find our strategy useful, you can improve on those tips that you find useful to your liking, customize it to your liking, to your risk tolerance, to your personality type, and use it to work on your financial success. So thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. For more videos in this series, will please check the playlist How to Start Swing Trading Step by Step Using Long Option Lines in the description of this video. And this video is brought to you by our online store, Liberman.com. If you are looking for pouches or cloth napkins or tote bag, will you please check our store, Liberman.com. So those things can be used for work, for back to school, or at home. So thank you so much. Happy swing trading.